What connects a car garage, a war bond tour, and a yacht? These locations serve as the backdrop for some of the most tragic and mysterious deaths in Hollywood's history, revealing the darker side of its glamorous golden age. Thelma Todd's death in a garage filled with carbon monoxide remains a puzzling case, with theories ranging from accidental overdose to foul play. Carole Lombard's life was cut short during a plane crash, while on a war bond tour, a mission that showcased her patriotism, but ended in heartbreak. Natalie Wood's drowning off a yacht has sparked endless speculation, with whispers of scandal, and the circumstances surrounding her final moments still haunting the public. Each of these events underscores the fragile existence of Hollywood's brightest stars, where fame and fortune often mask deep-seated struggles and tragic ends. The allure of the silver screen belied the secrets and sorrows that lingered just beneath the surface, leaving a legacy of intrigue that continues to captivate audiences today. Barbara Payton's life stands as one of Hollywood's most infamous cautionary tales. Once celebrated for her radiant beauty and talent in films like Kiss Tomorrow Goodbye, Payton's career and personal life spiraled into chaos. By the 1950s, she was embroiled in scandal, abusive relationships, and a highly publicized love triangle involving actors Franchot Tone and Tom Neal. Her relationships were tumultuous, marked by jealousy and violence, which only fueled the media's fascination with her. Substance abuse and poor financial decisions exacerbated her decline, leading to poverty and homelessness in her later years. Despite her early success, she struggled to find work, and often relied on the kindness of friends and strangers. The pressures of fame and the harsh realities of her life took a toll on her health. On May 8, 1967, Payton succumbed to cirrhosis of the liver and heart failure at just 39 years old. Her tragic fall from grace underscores the fleeting nature of fame and the destructive forces of addiction and exploitation in Hollywood's unforgiving landscape. Natalie Wood's death on November 29, 1981, remains one of Hollywood's most perplexing mysteries. The talented actress, celebrated for films such as Rebel Without a Cause and West Side Story, drowned under suspicious circumstances off Catalina Island. While her death was officially ruled accidental, rumors of foul play have persisted for decades. Witnesses reported heated arguments aboard the yacht Splendor, where she had been with her husband, Robert Wagner, and actor Christopher Walken. Bruises found on her body, and questions about the delayed search only deepened the intrigue. Although the case was reopened years later, and Wagner was named a person of interest, no charges were ever filed. Wood's untimely death at 43 remains a haunting chapter in Hollywood history, overshadowing her remarkable career. The combination of her talent and the mystery surrounding her passing continues to captivate the public's imagination, leaving many to wonder what truly happened that fateful night. Jean Harlow, celebrated as Hollywood's first blonde bombshell, met a tragic end at just 26 years old. Her sudden death on June 7, 1937, from uremic poisoning caused by kidney failure, revealed the medical limitations of the era. Known for her sensuality and effervescent screen presence, Harlow was a trailblazer whose life was cut tragically short. Her mother, adhering to spiritual healing practices, reportedly delayed proper medical intervention, potentially exacerbating her condition. At the time of her death, Harlow was filming the MGM production Saratoga, leaving the studio scrambling to complete the movie using body doubles and clever editing. Her passing sent shockwaves through Hollywood, leaving fans and colleagues heartbroken. Clark Gable, her co-star and close friend, honored her as a pallbearer at her funeral. Harlow's untimely death symbolized both the fragility of stardom and the human cost behind the Hollywood facade. The loss of such a vibrant talent left a lasting impact on the film industry, and her legacy continues to resonate. On August 9, 1969, the world was shaken by the brutal murder of Sharon Tate, a rising star in Hollywood. 8 months pregnant, she was at the peak of her career, celebrated for her beauty and talent in films like Valley of the Dolls. That night, Tate was in her home with 4 friends when members of the Manson family, under the direction of cult leader Charles Manson, invaded their sanctuary. The attack was horrific and senseless, leaving a lasting scar on the fabric of American society. The shocking nature of the crime shattered the peaceful image of the 1960s counterculture, revealing the darker side of fame and celebrity life. Tate's death, along with that of her unborn son, marked a tragic end to her promising future and raised urgent questions about safety in Hollywood. The aftermath of the murders led to a national conversation about the vulnerabilities of public figures and the sometimes perilous nature of fame. The legacy of Sharon Tate continues to resonate, reminding us of the fragility of life and the impact of violence on the world of entertainment. Carol Landis, a rising star of the 1940s, captivated audiences with her beauty and charisma in films like 1 Million BC. However, behind her radiant screen presence lay a life marked by deep personal struggles. Landis sought love and stability, but her romantic relationships, including a tumultuous affair with actor Rex Harrison, often ended in heartbreak. Despite her success in Hollywood, she faced immense pressure to maintain an image of perfection, which took a toll on her mental health. The glamorous life that many saw was often a facade, hiding the profound inner turmoil she experienced. On July 5, 1948, Landis took her own life at the age of 29, leaving a poignant suicide note addressed to Harrison. Her tragic death highlighted the immense challenges faced by actresses during Hollywood's golden age, where the pursuit of fame and acceptance often led to isolation and despair. Landis's passing serves as a reminder of the struggles many women faced in a male-dominated industry, where their worth was often measured by their looks and relationships rather than their talents. Carole Lombard's tragic death on January 16, 1942, marked a devastating moment in Hollywood and the nation's wartime history. Beloved for her charm and comedic brilliance, Lombard had just completed a successful war bond tour, raising an astonishing $2 million for the U.S. military effort. Her plane, en route back to California, crashed into Potosi Mountain due to navigational errors and outdated charts. The loss of Lombard, who was at the pinnacle of her career, left an indelible mark on the industry. Her husband, Clark Gable, was consumed by grief, retreating from public life, and eventually enlisting in the U.S. Army Air Forces as a way to honor her legacy and cope with his heartbreak. Lombard's death served as a somber reminder of the sacrifices made during World War II, even by those who brought joy and inspiration to millions. The impact of her passing resonated deeply, highlighting the fragility of life during a time of conflict, and the profound loss felt by those who admired her talent and spirit. Frances Farmer's life was a turbulent journey of brilliance and tragedy. Known for her striking beauty and exceptional performances in films like Come and Get It and Son of Fury, she challenged Hollywood norms with her outspoken personality and disdain for conformity. These traits, however, made her a target of industry pushback, leading to a series of setbacks in her career. In the 1940s, Farmer faced significant struggles with mental health issues, which resulted in her institutionalization. During this time, she endured controversial and often brutal treatments, including electroconvulsive therapy. There were also rumors of a lobotomy, which added to the tragic narrative of her life. After years of battling her demons, Frances Farmer passed away on August 1, 1970, at the age of 56. Her story has since become a powerful symbol of resilience, shedding light on the need for mental health awareness and the price of defiance in an oppressive system. Judy Garland's death on June 22, 1969, from an accidental barbiturate overdose, marked the tragic culmination of a life filled with triumphs and turmoil. Rising to fame as Dorothy in The Wizard of Oz, Garland enchanted audiences worldwide with her extraordinary talent and infectious spirit. However, behind the scenes, she faced relentless exploitation by MGM, subjected to grueling work schedules and strict control over her diet and appearance. These pressures led to lifelong struggles with addiction, financial instability, and failed relationships. The studio's demands took a toll on her mental health, leading to a cycle of dependency on drugs and alcohol as she sought relief from the pressures of fame. Despite her struggles, Garland continued to perform, captivating audiences with her powerful voice and emotional depth. At 47, Garland's untimely passing left the entertainment world in mourning. Thousands attended her funeral to honor her enduring legacy, celebrating a woman whose voice and presence had touched millions, while lamenting the hardships she endured. On September 14, 1982, Grace Kelly, a beloved figure in both Hollywood and royalty, met a tragic fate in a car accident. This incident was triggered by a cerebral hemorrhage, which caused her to lose control of her vehicle while driving with her daughter, Princess Stephanie. The car veered off a steep slope, leading to a devastating crash that would end the life of the iconic actress. Grace Kelly was known for her remarkable performances in classic films such as Rear Window and High Society, where her beauty and talent captivated audiences around the world. After marrying Prince Rainier III of Monaco, she gracefully transitioned from a celebrated actress to the Princess of Monaco, embodying elegance and charm in her new role. Her death shocked many, as she was not only a Hollywood star, but also a cherished member of the royal family. The profound grief expressed at her funeral highlighted the significant impact she had on both the film industry and her community, leaving behind a legacy that bridged glamour and public service. Jayne Mansfield's life was filled with glamour, attention, and controversy, making her one of the most famous actresses of her time. She was known for her stunning looks, particularly her voluptuous figure and blonde hair, which helped her earn the title of a blonde bombshell. Throughout the 1950s and 1960s, she captivated audiences not only with her acting, but also with her sensational publicity stunts that kept her in the headlines. However, her life took a tragic turn on June 29, 1967, when she was involved in a devastating car accident. On that fateful night, she was traveling with her driver, her lawyer, and 3 of her children. Their vehicle collided with a tractor-trailer, resulting in the instant deaths of all the adults in the car. In a miraculous twist, her children, including the future actress Mariska Hargitay, survived the crash. This shocking event marked a tragic end to a career that was as much about spectacle as it was about talent. Mansfield's legacy remains complex, often overshadowed by tabloid headlines, yet it serves as a poignant reminder of the darker side of fame and the unpredictable nature of life in Hollywood. Veronica Lake's life epitomized the fleeting nature of fame in Hollywood. Renowned in the 1940s for her distinctive peekaboo hairstyle and sultry performances, Lake was once one of the industry's brightest stars. Her captivating presence on screen made her a favorite among audiences, and she starred in several successful films, often alongside leading men of the era. However, as the years went by, her career and personal life began to unravel. Struggles with alcoholism took a toll on her health and relationships, leading to a decline in her professional opportunities. Financial instability compounded her troubles, and her once glamorous lifestyle faded into obscurity. Lake's difficult temperament also contributed to her challenges in the industry, making it hard for her to maintain the same level of success. By the time of her death on July 7, 1973, from acute hepatitis and cirrhosis of the liver, she was virtually forgotten. She spent her final years in near poverty, occasionally working as a waitress to make ends meet. Despite her wishes for a quiet end, her tragic fall from grace, and the scattering of her ashes at sea, remain a poignant reminder of how the glimmering lights of Hollywood can dim all too quickly. On December 16, 1935, Thelma Todd's life came to a tragic end, leaving behind a mystery that still captivates many. Known as the Ice Cream Blonde, she was a vibrant comedic actress whose charm and talent made her a beloved figure in Hollywood. Her body was found in her car, parked in the garage of Roland West, who was both her lover and business partner. The official cause of death was carbon monoxide poisoning, but this explanation raised numerous questions. There were bruises on her face, and alcohol was found in her system, which led some to suspect foul play. The circumstances surrounding her death were further complicated by her connections to notorious figures in the underworld, including Lucky Luciano. It was rumored that Luciano pressured her to allow gambling in her cafe, adding a layer of danger to her glamorous life. Roland West later claimed that her death was accidental, but this only deepened the mystery, as no formal charges were ever brought against anyone involved. Thelma Todd's untimely demise highlighted the precarious nature of fame in Hollywood, where even the brightest stars could find themselves entangled in dark secrets and dangerous liaisons. Her story serves as a reminder of the vulnerabilities that existed behind the glitz and glamour of the silver screen, leaving many to wonder what truly happened on that fateful night. Known as the Queen of Character Acting, Thelma Ritter left an indelible mark on Hollywood with her witty, heartfelt performances in films like All About Eve and Pillow Talk. She had a unique ability to bring depth and humor to her roles, making even the smallest parts memorable. Her sharp comedic timing and relatable presence allowed her to elevate supporting roles, turning them into standout moments that audiences cherished. Despite her significant contributions to cinema, Ritter often remained outside the glitzy spotlight that typically surrounded leading ladies. This made her a beloved figure among fans who appreciated her talent and authenticity. Her passing on February 5, 1969, due to a heart attack, marked the end of an era for those who admired her unmistakable charm. Even after her death, Ritter's legacy continues to inspire generations of actors. She highlighted the importance of bringing authenticity and nuance to every role, regardless of its size, reminding us that every performance can leave a lasting impact. Marilyn Monroe, the quintessential symbol of Hollywood's golden age, left behind a legacy as captivating as her mysterious death. On August 5, 1962, Monroe was found lifeless in her Brentwood home, with an overdose of barbiturates cited as the cause. Officially ruled a probable suicide, her passing ignited a firestorm of conspiracy theories involving figures such as John and Robert Kennedy, as well as speculation about the pressures of her tumultuous career and personal life. Monroe's image, both alluring and vulnerable, became emblematic of the darker side of fame. Her death, shrouded in secrecy and intrigue, turned her into a tragic icon, immortalized not just for her beauty and talent, but for the haunting questions surrounding her final hours. Monroe's life and death continue to symbolize the duality of Hollywood, its radiant allure and its devastating cost. The pressures of stardom, combined with her struggles with mental health and relationships, painted a complex picture of a woman who was both adored and deeply troubled. The legacy of her untimely death remains a poignant reminder of the fragility of life in the spotlight. The tragic stories of these actresses reveal the hidden struggles behind their glamorous lives. Thelma Todd was found dead in her car, leading to speculation about whether it was an accident or something more sinister. Her untimely death shocked fans and left many unanswered questions. Carole Lombard, known for her charm and talent, died in a plane crash while promoting war bonds. Her dedication to her country was admirable, but the loss of her life was a devastating blow to Hollywood and her loved ones. Natalie Wood's drowning off a yacht remains one of the most talked about mysteries in Tinseltown. The circumstances surrounding her death have fueled rumors and theories, keeping her memory alive in the public's mind. These incidents highlight the darker side of fame, where the pressures of stardom can lead to tragic outcomes. The allure of Hollywood often masks the pain and struggles that these stars faced, leaving behind a legacy filled with both admiration and